For those of us that have gone through all those video courses that I sent you, you will notice that you will see that there is VLOOKUP, and I gave an assignment in that course, but none of you have sent it to me. So this is what now. We have a lookup table and we have reference table, right? We have a reference table and we have a lookup table. A lookup table is where all your informations, probably your customers' information or your client's information, are located. Now, your reference table is the table that is referring to that particular table. Now, like you see here, we have the full name, the name of our customer. We've done concatenate, right? For those of you that joined this class last week or last 2 weeks, we did concatenate. Now, if you see right here, we have our customer ID, the full name, the gender, the city, and the country. So now this is the other table. So I'm going to clear this. I'm going to delete this. I'm going to delete this. Now if you see, we are having a lot of ref error. So which is showing us reference error. So it's showing us reference error. So whenever I see something like this is showing us reference error. Reference error means that the particular cell that let's say, okay, there's something called trace precedence and trace dependence. Now, trace precedence means okay, don't let me even go there now, because of after this VLOOKUP, I'm going to show you how it works. Now, what this whenever we have a ref error just like this, now what this ref error is telling us that this particular cell depends on a cell, and the cell is no more available. That is why it's showing us reference error. That is, this cell is referring to another cell. So if that cell is not available, it's going to give you ref error. It's just reference error. It's called reference error. So I'm going to delete this. I'm going to delete the phone number. So I'll leave the dates. I'll remove this. I'll delete this. I'll delete the unit price also. Then if you see this now, you have ref error. So I'm going to delete all this. I'm going to clear everything right here. I'm going to clear all this content. So now, in this table, if you see, we have our customer order, right? This is the order table. In this order table now, we don't have the customer's name or any of the customer's information. We just have the customer's ID. Now, this is where VLOOKUPs comes in. We need to get the information of our customer to this order sheet. So we know the name of the customer, the city of the customer, the gender of the customer. Okay, let's say, okay, now we want to print this sheet out to our delivery agent. And this is not what we can give to our delivery agent, because our delivery agent does not know the customer which that this ID belongs to. We need to give you are not seeing my screen. Can you see it now, Catherine? Can you see it? How many of you are seeing my screen now? How many of you? Can you all see my screen? Okay, Mr. Ruben, you are here. I want to learn from you, Mr. Ruben. Where is Mr. Ruben? Mr. Ruben.
So I'm here.
I said I want to learn from you. Come and teach me Excel.
What, sir? You are my tutor now. You are my tutor. I'm begging you.
Okay, now, I hope you are getting what I'm saying. Now, if you see now, our customers' informations are not complete. We can't print this out to our delivery agent. Now, this is where VLOOKUPs comes up. Now, we are going to give Excel this customer ID and tell the Excel to look for that customer ID in this place, in this customer's information. This customer's information sheet. Now, if you see in this sheet, we have our customer. This is all their information. Now, these are their orders. These are the orders, right? So we need to give we need to get all this information into this order sheet. Now that is where VLOOKUPs comes in. So what VLOOKUP will do is going to take this customer ID. We are going to tell it, take this customer ID, look for it here, and give us either the name, the gender, the country, or the city. So it's going to do that for us. That is one. Now, if you see right here, we just have the quantity that the person's order, that this particular person order. So now, since we have the quantity, we need to know the unit price so that we can calculate the total price the person is supposed to pay. Right? Now, we don't have that thing here. So what we need to do, we will give this product. Now, if you see right here, our product, these are the unit price for all our products. These are the unit price for all our products. We have from products 1 to 10, and these are the unit price. So if you want to, the product price for unit 1 and the product price for product 1 is $18, right? So we need to get the unit price to this order sheet also, so that we can multiply it by the quantity and get the total price. I hope you are following me. That is that we need to get the customers' phone numbers also. These are all their phone number. Now, if you see this phone number, we don't have it here. And we need to give our delivery agent this sheet so that the delivery agent can work on this. So the delivery agent needs to know the name of the person is going to deliver this particular product to. You need to know the location, that is the country and the city, then the phone number of that person, then the price, the amount the person is going to make payment to pay. Do you get it now? How many of you get this explanation that I just did? Did you all get the explanation now?
Yes.
Okay, fine. So now let's move on. Let's start with the VLOOKUP before we go to the drop down. Before we go to the drop down, we are going to start with the VLOOKUP. Now, I'm going to insert. So for you to insert, I think I've talked about it before. For you to insert, just place your cursor at the top. Once you see that it has turned to this black arrow that is facing down, just click. It's going to highlight everything. Right click and click on insert. So it's going to insert a new column for you. So for this column, we are going to call it customer's name. Customer's name. Let me remove this S. Customer name. So now we need to get the customer name. Now, whenever you are dealing with VLOOKUP, make sure that there is one thing that is related in the two sheets. Now, if you see here, we have customer ID, right? Is related here. They are the same thing. We have customer ID right here, and we also have customer ID right here. So we need to use this customer ID. We give Excel this customer ID to look for it here and give us the name. So I'm going to say all our formulas start with what?
Equals to.
Since all our formulas start with equals to. Please mute yourself. So we are going to say equals to VLOOKUP. Now, since we have VLOOKUP, we have a lot of things to fill here. We have our lookup value, table array, column index number, and the lookup range. So I'm going to explain how all this works. Now, the very first thing is your lookup value. What exactly do you want to use to look up? Which value do you want to use to look up in that order sheet? That is, which value did you want to look for in that order sheet? Now, if you are trying to look for me now, right, you get my name, probably my picture, right? You get my picture. I'm in Lagos. That is your lookup value. That is who you are looking for. You are looking for me, right? That is your lookup value. Now, our lookup value here, because we have our customer ID here, and if you come to this sheet, we have our customer ID. So I'm going to click on this as our lookup value, because this is what we want to give Excel to look for in another sheet. I hope you all are getting this now. Did you get it to this point?
Yes.
Okay, now.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes.
that is our lookup value.
Yes.
Table array. Now, you've seen my picture. You have my picture. You have my name. You need to know the location where you are going to look for me. I'm in Lagos. You can't go to Calabar and start looking for me there. You can't see me there. You can't go to Abuja and start looking for me there when I never joined House of Rep. Abi. So you need to know my location. Now, that is what Excel is asking for next, the table array. Where do you want Excel to look for that information? If you are looking for me now, you have my image, you come to Lagos and start looking for me. Now, we need to tell Excel the particular location where we need it, where we need Excel to look at. So our information is right here in this customer's information, right? In this customer sheet, our information is there. So I will click on it, click on this sheet. Now, you notice that I put my comma before I click on this so that I can go to the table array. So now, if you see here, I am in customers sheet now. If you look up here, it's showing customer. So I'll select, since I need the name, I can stop anywhere around here. So I'll select starting from my reference. This is my lookup value, right? So I'm going to start from here because it's going to look at this value. Then once it sees the particular number, it's going to give me back the name. That is what I want Excel to do for me. Now notice, Vlookup only looks from left to right. Is one-way lookup. It looks from left to right. Looks from left to right. So if you are using Vlookup to look from right to left, it's not going to work. So your lookup value must be at the left, and the result must be at the right. Did you get that now? So my lookup value will start from I'm coming. Just give me a second, guys. Yes, I'm back. So my lookup value, are you still here with me?
Yes.
Okay, my lookup value will start from here. So I'm going to select from here. Since I need the name must also be included. I'll hold down shift, select this one. I can decide to stop here because I need it to bring back the name. But where is the function of comma after the lookup value? Now, the function of comma is to tell Excel that I've chosen the lookup value, move to the next thing. Now, okay, let me quickly restart. Let me delete this. Let's go back to this, right? We are back here now. So you are going to understand it very now. You are going to understand it now. If I say equals to VLOOKUP, my lookup value is this, right? If you see, I'm still not seeing your screen. What do I do? You know what? Sign out and log in again. Sign out and dial in again. Just sign out and dial in again. So my lookup value is, if you see, it's bold right here, right? It's bold. It's different from all other things. So my lookup value is this. Now, since I've selected my lookup value, I need to tell Excel that now I've selected my lookup value. Then I'll put comma to tell Excel that, okay, move to the next thing, which is the table array. So now let me press comma. Do you see? It moved to this table array. It moved to this table array. Catering, I don't know. Let me try to reshare my screen again.
Instead, let her log out and log in.
She said she'll try it different countless time.
It's her phone. It's her phone. It's the fault. It's not phone.
Okay, so let's move forward. Catherine, just try it again. Maybe it's going to work. So it's equals to VLOOKUP. Don't let us waste much time. VLOOKUP, my lookup value is this, right? I'll press comma. Now the table array, right? The table array will be from our customer because this is where we need the name. So I'll come here, select this, start from here. I can decide to stop here because I need it to bring me back the name. But if you like, you can move forward. You can stop anywhere. It doesn't matter. In as much as what you want it to return is so what I need it to return is this name. What I need it to return is this name. So right now I need to select the column index number. Catherine, if you have another phone, or you should turn on your video. Restart. Okay, thank you, Mr. Ruben. They said you should restart your phone. So now I need it to bring back the name, right? My name is the name is in column 2. That is the column index number that is going to ask you. If you see, I've selected my lookup value, my cost, the table array. I just selected it now. Then I'll need to put comma again. Now, if you see, it has moved to this column index number. Now it's asking me, once I see this number in this particular sheet, what should I return for you? So if you need it to return the full name, you press the column index number of full name. If you need it to return gender, you give it the column number of the index number of gender. So now how do you get the index number? You just count the column. This is column 1. From where you start your selection. If you start your selection from here, you are going to start your counting from here. So since we started from A to E, if you see, I started from column A to column E, right? So I will count. This is first column, right? This is column 2. So since I need it to give me back, please, since I need it to give me back the full name, I need to write the column index number, which is 2. So I'll put 2 right here. That is that. I'll put 2 right here. After that, it's going to ask me for the match option. Did I need the true or for the approximate match or the exact match? Always use false because it's going to give you the exact match. If you give true, sometimes it might give you -1 or +1. That is, it's going to look the next one that is related to your correct answer. That is the approximate match if you put true. But if you put false, it's going to give you the exact match. So I'm going to type in false right here. Or you can just come here. Click on it and press tab. It's going to type it there for you. Or you type it yourself. Whatever way is fine. Then you can close it and press enter. Now, if you see right now, this 10,127 give me this name, Lindsay Fagan. So now let's check if Excel is correct. So 10,027, 10,127. So let's quickly move to that one. So we can use find. So I just Control F. So it's going to give me find. So I need to tell 10,127 find. So 127, I press 125, 127. So right now you can see the name is correct. So that is that about that. So I'll just come here, double click right here, and it's going to automatically fill it for me. Any question on this? Did you get this before I move forward to the gender?
I have a question, sir.
Okay.
Can I quickly ask a question?
Yes, you can, please.
Why would I want to go through this stress of VLOOKUP just to copy customer name when I could have just gone to that other file and copy the name, just paste? Is there any special thing aside from just this result we are seeing here?
Okay, fine. Now, if you just went ahead to copy and paste the name, right? Now, what if you have some corrections to make? If you add a new name, all you just have to do is double click and it's going to give it out for you. Hmm? Do you get? So this is just telling Excel that you are linking this table to this table. So whenever you add a new thing to this table, you just need to refresh it and it's going to give you the correct answer. So if I had another name to this place, what I just do is tell Excel to follow the same procedure and it's going to give it out for me instead of copy and paste. Did you get it now?
Yeah, I do. Thanks.
And another thing, if you see, right now, this is not in, is the arrangement is not in order. Like you see, here it started from 10,127. So if you copy, now look at it. This one started from 1. If you copy and paste it, it's not going to be the same thing with this. Do you get it now? It's not going to be the same thing with this. So you need Excel to arrange it for you. Their customer ID. Yes, I'm going to do it again. You need it to arrange it based on their customer ID. Now, it's not arranging it based on this customer ID that you see here. In our order, we are arranging it based on the first person that order. So we just write the person that order, the customer order number. So now we are not waiting for this first person to come and order and then wait for the second person to come and order, wait for the third person. If you are doing that, then you can just copy. But it's not arranged in this place. You see now, here we have Colinos as our first person, as our first customer. But look at the number that this one starts from, 10,127. Did you get this now?
Yes.
If you can't copy and paste it, it's not possible. It's not possible for you to copy and paste. Okay, a lot of people are saying they don't understand from the index, they don't understand about the first one. Please,
I have a question.
okay,
Sir.
ask your question.
Okay, my question is, when you came to the customer sheet, and you selected from A to E.
Yes.
Since we are looking for what we want to reference or what we want to match is the customer ID. Can we just select the customer ID in the customer sheet only, or must we select that range A to E?
It's not a must for you to select A to E. We need it to return the customer's name, right?
Yes.
So we can't just select only this customer ID. If you like, you can stop here.
Okay.
Like you can stop here. It doesn't matter. So I'm just telling you. So the next one that I'm going to do now is going to be I'm just going to stop in gender. So you see that it works. Okay. Exactly.
But that customer ID must be there.
What? The customer ID must be there because that is what Excel is going to look at first.
Okay.
So it's going to look at the customer ID. Once it sees the customer ID, then it's going to give us the name.
What you are looking for.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, someone said, what is VLOOKUP? Now, you use VLOOKUP to look for a particular, now, like I've explained it earlier. Now, we use it to look for a particular information on a new sheet or on the same sheet, but you need a particular information about someone. Now, like I said earlier, we have our customer name, right? We have our customer ID. We have our customer name right here so that we can complete. So to complete this sheet, we need to use VLOOKUP. Tell Excel to give us our customer name. Modupe, Do you have anything to say? Mute yourself if you don't have anything to say. Anisiobi, please talk. Mute yourself if you don't have anything to say. Moduka,
All
please.
right. Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Just to add to what you just said, just for a layman's understanding, assuming we are looking at a supermarket, just look at a supermarket in your area, and you have 1,000 customers, and you want to do a promo. Assuming you say that only those who, and all of them have customer ID. Maybe you say only those who bought goods from you in November, we have a discount in December. For instance, out of these 1,000 customers, 300 bought goods in November. For you to identify these 300, for instance, from the pool of that 1,000, you have to use Vlookup to find out exactly who are these customers that actually bought, goods from you, in November. From the pool of the list of your customers, you can use Vlookup to find these people. So all of them have a unique customer number, or you can use it now to find from your pool of customers to pull out those 300 that are eligible to get maybe bonus in December. So that's a typical example to a layman's understanding, so that people will understand where things like this can be applied. Assuming you are just looking for a few number of people among the pool of. Visited your shop.
Wow.
Thank you.
Ibidayo, do you have anything to say? Thank you, Mr. Anisiobi. So, who else?
I'm true. You can go ahead.
Okay. Now let's mute ourselves back. So let's move forward. Who is that again? Let's mute ourselves. Olayinka Rashidat. Okay, fine.
Hello, I just wanted to say we should continue because it's well understood.
Okay.
Well understood. Can we further because of time?
Okay. Now let's move forward. Now let's get the gender, right? Yes, I'll drop the data sets for you now to practice after this class. I'll drop it for you. I'm going to give you assignments that you can practice with. So, well, this one is worst. Okay, let's move forward. Let's get the gender. So, you can't do it on your phone, no? Well, I've not tried it on the phone, child. I've not tried it on the phone. So now, for the gender, I'll say equals to, right? Vlookup. Our lookup value is still the same thing. Now, the reason why I did not change lookup value, because you can decide to change your lookup value at any point in time. But now, if I change the lookup value, if I use this customer's name as the lookup value, that's look for this customer and give me back the gender. Let's say I gave Excel this name. Now we can have a customer that bears the same name and surname. We can have a customer that bears the same name and surname. So Excel will not be able to identify the two. It's going to just choose one and give us the gender. Now, if we use customer ID, is a unique value. A customer, whether they bear the same name, whether they come from the same, they can only have one customer ID. If you like, bear the same name, you can only have one customer ID. So that is why I'll use customer ID to get the gender. So I'll select this, press comma, the table, I'll come here again, get the customer name, the full name, then I'll stop in gender. If you like, you can move on. Yeah, customer name is not a unique identifier. The customer can be two customers can be the same name. So now I will stop in gender based on the question that person asks. So I'll stop in gender. If you stop in gender, it doesn't matter, because what I need you to give me is right among the selection, which is the gender. So it's among the selection. So I'll just press comma. After that, my column index number. Someone asked that question. Now your column index number, you've given it the customer, the lookup value. You've given it the table. Now the next thing Excel is asking you, what did you need me to return? Did you need me to return the name, or the gender, or the city? That is the column index number. Now you need to count the column that you want Excel to return. You need to know the column you want Excel to return. This is column 1, right? This is column 2. I need it to return column 3. So I need it to return column 3. So that is why I will put 3 in my column index number. Do you get it now? So I need you to give me column 3. So I'll put 3 right here. Then I'll press comma. Right now. The true or false is false will give you approximate match that is closely related, not the exact match. It's going to true will give you the one that is close, that they are closely related to each other. So that is what true will give us. That is the approximate match. But now we need the exact match. We need Excel to look for that customer ID and give her the exact match. Maybe it's a male or she's a female. Do you get? So we need Excel to give us the exact match. So that is why, if you like, you can type it here yourself. The last time I selected it, but this time I'm going to type it. So I'll just type in false. Then I'll close the bracket, press enter. You see, it gives me this person as a female. Then I'll double click and get the answer. Any question on this one? Did you all understand this one now?
Yeah, hello, I did. I understand, but please, the only place I have a question is on that formula, that B2, what does it represent again?
This B2, right, is the lookup value. What exactly are you looking for? Now, I selected B2. This is B2, right? I'm looking for this one. I'm looking for this customer ID. Now, the reason why it's good to select B2, if you type your lookup value there, there's no problem. But the reason to use your cell reference is you can decide to change your information anytime. So this thing can change anytime. So now notice, if I change this thing to 120, it was 127. So now let me change it to 124. You see, it's going to give me the same thing. It's going to give me different name. So this person is also a female. So now let's see if we can get a male. So let's try 120. Maybe the person, okay, this person is also a female. Let's try 10,105. Let's see. You see now, this person is a male. Do you get? So that is how that one works. 120. Do you get? That is okay now. So do you understand this now? Do you all understand this?
Yes, question, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
Why did you put false?
what?
Why did you put false?
Why did I put false? Because I need the exact match. The approximate, I don't use it because it's going to be the value that's related. So it's irrelevant in this point. If you need a match that is closely related to what you need, you can use two. But now you need that match. In most situations, you are going to be using the exact match. Do you get? So that's why I normally advise people to use false every time.
Oh, but sir, is there any situation where that approximate match will be necessary? Any calculation?
For me, I've not worked with any data that I use relative match. Approximate match. I've not worked with any data that use approximate match. But I don't know the type of data. It all depends on the type of data that you are working with. You can be in that situation whereby you will need someone that is closely related to it. So now let's say you are working with probably a test result or something, and you need someone that is related, that is mark is related to that particular person. So you can use the approximate mark. It says add plus one, one to it. You get.
Yes, sir.
So I've not worked with any data that use approximate mark. But I've not. I don't know. Maybe tomorrow I'll come across that data. But for now, I've not worked with such data.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. On this formula,
Mm,
after the A and C
mm.
command, because when I was looking at it, at that other column A, yes.
Okay.
Are you the three? So I didn't see the other time. So did you count it
So you
from the
are going
column
to
A?
count from the column that your lookup value started from. If your lookup
Okay.
value start from this one, you are going to start counting from this one. But my lookup value start from here.
Oh, on the other sheet.
Yes, my lookup value start from here. So that's why I start counting from here. If your lookup value start with the customer's name, you are going to start counting from here. So don't use your lookup value as your customer's name, then you start counting from customer ID. It's not going to give you the correct answer. Yes, I'm customer sheet. So I'm a customer sheet. So you're going to start counting from this one. Yes? Any question? Any question? Maraz or something? Mar. Okay. Yes, I've muted everybody. So my partner should be joining us very soon. I want us to do the drop down before my partner joins us here, but I'm not sure if we'll be able to do the drop down. How many of us go through the drop down video? If you know you go through the drop down video, let me know. How many of us?
I did.
You did. I know, Mr. Ruben. You are a serious student. Apart from Mr. Ruben, who else? Who else? I'm not talking about those of us that are just joining us. Apart from Mr. Ruben, who else? Nobody. Yet to get the link. Jude, I beg, send me a DM if you are yet to get the link to the video, please. Mr. Jude. But how will you be in that group without me sending you the link? I don't know, but just send a DM, please, so that I can sort that out. Maz or Mr. Maz. What exactly is your question? Amit? Grace, please talk. Grace. Grace, you are raising your hand. Talk. I'm going to move forward though. Grace. Grace. Okay. It's not ready.
Go ahead, sir.
Okay.
Can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you, ma.
Yes, I'm just learning how to even use Zoom. Well, I just wanted to say that I also went through the drop down.
Okay. Did you understand?
What do they call it? Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay.
But I'm ready for the live class to actually work more on it.
Yeah, I'm not sure if
Thank
you'll
you,
be able
sir.
to do the drop down because my partner has another thing to discuss with you. Yes.
Okay. All right, sir.
Yeah.
No problem.
But let's quickly finish this one before
Okay, sir.
he comes in. So now, after we've gotten the gender, right? We need to have the city and the country. So you are the one that will do that one. That is your assignment. You will get the city and you will get the country. Do you get? You will get the city and you will get the country. Now there's another one that I want to show you. There's another one in that phone number. I want to show you something. in that phone number. So this is what you are going to get. You are going to get the city. After the city, you get the country. Before our next class, please do and send it to me. So now let's get the customer's phone number. So because there's one issue. Yeah. Okay. Let's get the customer. Catherine, no problem. I should be able to drop the video tonight. I've been busy lately, but I will try my possible best to drop it. So now let's get the customer's phone number. Now let's look at it now. We have our customer's phone number. We only have 2 columns here. The customer ID. Engineer Oluwatosin Ayobami. Welcome to the group. Welcome. So you have the customer's ID and the phone number. So now who can tell me what will be our lookup value if we want to get the phone number? What will be our lookup value? Since we have only 2 columns here in this phone number, we have the customer ID and Grace or Bumi. Who is talking? Why do you run
Customer
away?
ID.
Bumia, are you scared? Madam, come back. Where is Bumi?
I'm here.
Are you running away? You don't want people to hear your voice.
After it, I said customer ID.
Okay, we are going to use customer ID, right? Why are you people raising your hand? Please lower your hand now. Bumi, do you have another thing to say? Grace, please lower your hand. Okay. Now let's use the customer ID. So what I'm going to do is equals to Vlookup. Vlookup, our lookup value is the customer ID, right? So, comma. Now, for those of us that might be having issue with this thing, with reading this one, you can use another thing called the function box. This FX, if you click on it, it should give you something like this. So if you're having issue where to put comma or where not to put comma, you can just bring out the function box. Now, you just click here. Now, we want to select our lookup value. So I'll just select my lookup value right here. That is that my table array. I'll click on it. Now, my table array is this phone number sheet. So I'll go to the phone number, select this, and hold down my shift, select this. That is my that is my table array. Now, my column index number will be 2 because I'm looking for the phone number, right? This is kind of easy. My column index number is going to be 2. This is 1 and this is 2. So I'll put 2 right here, 2. Now, my lookup value is going to be false. So now, that is that. I'll just click on OK. So it's going to get it false. So now let's drop it down. Now, we have one issue here. This particular person does not have a phone number. So we need to specify. We don't want it to write NA or error. We need to specify that, okay, this person does not have a phone number. So we need to write it there, that this person does not have a phone number. So how do you write it? There are a lot of people right here that have NA. Instead of you going there to be typing it one by one, you can use another formula called if error. Now we can nest Vlookup into if error. Now that is nesting formula. So I can come to this place in front of my Vlookup, write another formula called if error. Now you can use if error or if NA. Any of this will work. If you use if error or if you use if NA, any one that you choose right here is going to work. So don't let me choose. I'm going to call someone to choose. So I'm just going to call anybody. This person, Afose Daniel. Should we use if NA or we should use if error?
If NA.
If NA. Okay, fine. So NA is fine. So now, what you can mute yourself back. So now, what this one will do is, if there is NA, that is not available. If the number is not available, if error means if the thing is showing error, right? It's both of them will work. So if you choose this, now the first thing is the value. Now the value is the VLOOKUP. That is, if this VLOOKUP has an error or has an NA, what should it write? Now you can type it here. That is the value. This is the value. If NA, you can type it here and put it in a semicolon and put it in a quotation mark telling this thing that not available. And another thing, you can use your function box. Now you see if NA, now this thing is showing NA. So what I'll do before doing that, I'll Ctrl Z it to have it here. Now I know that there is NA, so I'm just going to come here and type if NA. Just going to type if NA, select it, then I'll bring out my function box. Now, please, I need to click on if NA before I will bring out my function box. Now, you need to be on this if NA. Your cursor must be on this if NA. So if your cursor is right here, it's going to bring out the VLOOKUP function box. But I need it to bring out the if NA function box. So I'll click on if NA. So it's going to give us if NA function box. So this is the value. So right here, I'll just say not available. Not, you can type in anything there. It doesn't have to be not available. So you can just type in not available. Then you click on OK. I'm going to do it for you. You see that it's in quotation mark. So if you write, if you like, you can type it there, putting it in a quotation mark. But if you don't have that time to be typing, putting a quotation mark, or you don't really understand how to write it, you can bring out your function box. That's why I brought that one out. So let me drop down. Now you see the one that was writing NA now shows not available. Did you get this now? The one that is writing NA is now showing us not available, not available, not available. I hope you all get it to this point. I hope you all get it to this point.
Yes.
Okay, someone said, how did I bring out the function box? So if you need the function box for VLOOKUP, you click, you make sure that your cursor is on the VLOOKUP, right? And click on this FX. And make sure and click on this FX. It's going to bring out the function box. So if you need it, if you need the if NA, click on, make sure that your cursor is, yes, you can write it, whether supply or not supply. You can write anything there. It doesn't have to be not available. You can write anything that you want there. So if you need it to bring out the if NA, just type, click on that if NA and click on your function box. It's going to give it out for you. So that is that about that. Any question? You can write anything. If in fact, if it's a long text that you want to write, type it there. It's going to bring it out for you. Now, the next thing that I want to show you before we call it a day, is this one. Is this one. Now, if you see, we have our products and we have our quantity. We need to know the unit price so that we can get the total price the person is going to pay. So we need to know the unit price.
Question, please.
Okay.
Please, before you proceed, we just look for the phone number now. Does
Yes.
this mean the phone number was already available in this sheet, but all we just did in the VLOOKUP is to rearrange them by getting the first phone number, by selecting the first number that will be, right?
The phone number is on another sheet too.
Yes, another sheet. So similarly, if we are to do for our assignment, city and country, that will also be in a sheet which will be given for us.
Yeah. It's going to be in the customer sheet.
All right.
So VLOOKUP will just help you rearrange it. If you copy and paste, it's not going to arrange it for you. VLOOKUP will be the one to rearrange it for you. So now we need to know the quantity, right? We need to know the unit price. So I'll say unit price. Unit price. Mr. Emmanuel, Do you have anything to
Yes.
say?
No more, no.
Okay. Now, to get our unit price, we have our unit price in this product. Can you see it? We have our unit price in this product. Almost now. So you can see we have. No. Yes. So you have our product, right? Product 1, product 2 to product 10. You have this. So we need to get the product right here. So the only product that are available is just from product 1 to 10. So we need to give it a lookup value, right? So now if you see right here in this product sheet, so what is going to be our lookup value? Because we only have 2 columns also here. So what's going to be our lookup value right here for us to get?
Hello, sir.
Yes,
Hello, question.
Yes.
I want to ask a question before you move on.
Okay.
Yeah. Instead of using this lookup of a thing,
Yeah.
can as well we use this sort and filter to rearrange everything? Is it possible that way?
It's not possible to use sort and filter because they are not in the same sheet. They are in
Okay,
different
because
sheets.
they are in different sheets.
Yes.
Oh, I thought much as that. All right,
But
thank you.
yeah, Rashidat.
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. Please, I just wanted to go through the unit price. I stood up now, please.
Okay, now.
You were explaining something, I think.
Yes, this unit price. We need to get the unit price. Now, if you go to this product, right? This is our product. These are product name. So we just gave it product 1, product 2, product 3. These are products. Then these are our unit price. So we need to get the unit price for each of these products right here. We need to get the unit price. Based on the product, we need to get their unit price. That is, this product 8, we need Excel to tell us the unit price. So we need Excel to just look here and give us the price for product 8. Do you get it now? So now ask, what is going to be our lookup value? Someone said 2. Product ID. That is going to be product. So I'm going to say equals to VLOOKUP. Now my lookup value is going to be product, right? Comma. So my table array is right here in this product. So I'll select it. Right? And make this thing absolute reference. That is by pressing function F4, or you put your $sign there. So I'm just going to press function F4. If you remember last week, we talked about absolute reference, relative reference. For those of you that are just joining, I think I will drop all the links to our classes, to the live class, so that you can be going through it one by one. I'll drop it there. Once you watch those videos also, you are going to understand how to work with absolute reference, because I explain everything in that course for you. Everything in that course. So this is just the support system. If you have any question, come with it. Catherine, you are back. Thank you.
How many live classes have you had before now, please?
What?
How many live classes have you had before now?
I can't say.
Okay.
But I will send everything there. I will drop the link. That because don't worry, it's because you are just getting started. It's because you are just getting started. So that is why I recorded everything from the basics. In fact, from introduction to Excel. Engineer Oluwatosin.
Sir, it's as if I'm lost, but as you said that we can get the live recorded of the past, that would be good.
Yeah. In fact, the link that I said to you, it covers everything, including what I'm doing now. This is just a support system. It's just a support system for you to come back here and see me doing it live.
Okay.
That is just a support system. And also, if anybody has another thing that he wants to add, see, there's no, you can't be an island of knowledge, or how did they used to put it? We don't know it all. If I made mistake, you can correct me. Do you get? We all don't know it all. If you know one thing about Excel, we can add it. Do you get? That is how we learn. That is how we learn. Like me now, I'm still learning. We are all still learning. Do you get? So if you know anything that you think that okay, this thing should be part of this course so that other people can benefit from it, please talk to me. I can even set up a Zoom class for you alone for that person to take the class. Hmm? If you know one thing that you think okay, we need to add this particular thing to part of the course, please message me so that I can set up the class. Maybe on Sunday you just take one class. If you have any knowledge that you think okay, other people can benefit, please don't just put everything on digital world. We are trying to make computer education very affordable and accessible to everybody. So if you want to support us, the only way you can support us is by um adding your own too. So whenever you have anything, if you come up across a new skill, a new something that you feel like other people should know, please message me. I'm going to set up a class with all our students, then other people can also learn from you. You don't have to learn from me alone, please. So now let's move forward. Let's move forward now. Now I've made it an absolute reference. We need to put comma right here. What is our column index number? Our column index number is just going to be 2 because we have only two columns. The first column is the product, the second column is the unit price. So I just press 2. After pressing 2, my range lookup will be false. So I'll just select false and close the brackets, then press enter. Wow, it gives us dates. We don't need dates. We need it to be a number. Thank you. In fact, it's not number, currency. So I'll just double click it here and I will get the unit price. I'll get the unit price. Now, our aim this year, for those of us that joined the live class, I said last year we were able to train 750 students now. Our aim this year is to train more than 1,000 or 2,000 students. So that is what we started this year now. Started from January. So we are going to 1,000 or 2,000. So why is it false? The reason why it's false is we need the exact match. This is the price, right? We need it to give us the exact match of product 8. That is why we choose false. Let's quickly go back here so that you see. Do you see? If it is true, it's going to give us the approximate match. But if it is false, it's going to give us the exact match. So that is why I chose false. Any question? Now, what another thing you are going to do for me, I'm going to save this sheet now and drop it in the group. Why absolute reference? The reason why I use absolute reference is that if I use relative reference, the last time we were talking about relative reference, the moment it's dropped, this one is also going to drop down. But sometimes, I've tried it before, it works without absolute reference. But sometimes it doesn't work. So because this cell is not as long as that other cell, to be on safe side, that is why I use absolute reference. Let me go low. That is why I use absolute reference. Do you get it now? Okay, I should go over it again. Okay, let me quickly clear it. I'm coming. I don't want to go through long journey. So what I'll do is so what I do was what I did was okay, thank you. So I'm coming. Just give me a second. Okay, my son is filtered. Okay, now I'm going to say equals to Vlookup, right? My lookup value is the product. So I'm going to select the product, comma, my table array. My table array is in this product. So I'm going to choose products. Then select this. Now I need to make it absolute, but now I'm not using absolute reference. This is the range that I select. This is the range that I select. So I'm not going to use absolute reference. So if I select everything in this, if I select all the column, I have to put it in absolute reference. But now I select only this one. Let's see if it's going to work. So I'll put my comma. Now notice your column index number is what? Is 2, right? This is it here. Then we have our column index number. So I'll put 2 right here. Then I'll choose false. Close my bracket and press enter. So we have any here, we have an issue. Do you see? Now, if you look at it, do you see all this? Do you see this now? We have our any. If you remember the last time that I talked about absolute reference. Now, as the thing is moving down, this one also will be moving down. Automatically, Excel is using relative reference. That is the basic one that Excel is using in that is the basic default setting for Excel, relative reference. So what you need to do is just to make this absolute reference. So I'm going to press Ctrl Z and make it absolute reference. Function F4 and press enter. Then I'll double click to get the answer. Engineer, I don't understand your question. Can you come live and talk to me about it?
Okay, sir. The VLOOKUP, you choose product. What, at least if I want to do something like a new, I'm working on a new spreadsheet now. What should I even look for to pre-inform me of what to choose as my VLOOKUP value?
Now you need to know what you are looking for, right? That is the first thing. You need to know what you are looking for, what you want. If you see right now, I need this name, right? But in this one, in this sheet, I don't have the name. I only have the customer ID, in which that is the only the unique identifier. That is the only thing that I can use to identify each customer, right? But right here in this customer, I have customer ID, which is the unique identifier. So what I will need to do is, I will take this customer ID, tell Excel, look for this ID in this sheet and give me back the name. So I'm just giving Excel. It's like telling you to give to go to my room. I don't know how to put it in real life. Like I give you something. Once you see this thing, give me okay, let's say okay, I give you some student's number. Look for this look for this number in the class and give me back the students. Or I just give you, let's say, okay, this student has a particular ID. So once I give you the number, I'll tell you look for this number and give me the name. You get
okay.
So you need to know what you are looking for. Once you know what you are looking for, then what exactly do you want Excel to return for you? So in this aspect, we are looking for this ID. So in this ID, we tell Excel, look for this ID in this sheet and give us the name. So how to distinguish between relative and absolute? Peter Alabi, right? You are just joining. Jude, you can talk. Judy, oh sorry. You can talk, please. You are raising your hand.
Yes, I'm raising my hand.
Huh?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, you just finished finding the unit price and you use absolute referencing.
Yes.
Is it just when finding the unit price that you use absolute referencing?
No. Now you notice this table is
I don't know if you understand me, sir.
Yeah, I understand you. This table is very long. It's very
long.
And if you see this this top is very small right here. It's too small. You just have from 1 to 3. So you need to tell Excel that it should look within this table alone. It should not look elsewhere. It should look within this table. That is how we use absolute reference. If the thing is, if it is long, we don't have to use absolute reference. That is, if it is the same thing with that other sheet. Do you get it now?
Okay, sir.
Oh yeah, Mr. Ruben.
Okay. Thank you. I think
I can't hear you, Mr. Ruben. Mr. Ruben.
okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. I said what I was looking for. I think I've got it. Where you use the absolute reference and you click on that. What is it? This thing. I just noticed that.
That what? What do you notice?
I don't know the product because you have product 1 to 10, and where there's products 2, it's the unit.
Okay, now I'm back. I'm sorry, this is the network that went off. Mr. Ruben, you can continue.
All right, sir. I think I'm okay. I understood what I wanted to ask.
Okay. Now, let me quickly give my partner his own time. We've taken.
Sir, sorry.
Yes.
I don't know. Okay, you want to hand over? I want to ask you. I just want you to differentiate between some ifs and some if. The last class I was not in class, and I've not been able to go to a listen. I just want to know
some if and some ifs, right? Some if.
Yes, if possible, if you can practicalize this, sir.
That would be next class, oh, please. Please remind me next class. Please. But on the other hand, some if is to give one criteria, while some ifs is to give multiple criteria. Do you get?
Okay.
Some
yes.
to give one criteria, some ifs is to give multiple criteria. But next class, maybe we'll practicalize it. So what we're going to go through for our next class, please go through drop down and go through index and match. So let me quickly tell you, have I given you your assignments? I've given you your assignment, right? So I'm going to drop it in that group. So now, after getting the unit price, then you get the total price. So your total price will be quantity multiplied by unit price. For those of you that are just joining, watch the first 5 video. You are going to see, or watch the one that I talk about addition, multiplication, and division. So you are going to understand how to multiply it. So you get the total price right here. So I'm going to send everything, including the video, to the group. So you are going to get the total price right here. So I think I have to call it a day. Kindly wait a little bit for my partner to talk to you.
Yes, guys. Can you see me?
Sure. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Good evening, everyone. I'm super excited to have you here. My name is Lex Olowo, and I'm one of the partners here at Digital World. So the purpose of me coming to this class today is to talk to you about the experience. I would like to know the experience of the training so far, and basically know what everyone has, the challenges and the feedbacks that we have been getting. So at Digital World, I think it's very, very important that we're able to monitor the progress of what we are doing and also understand other things that are possible while we're on this training. So, some of the first thing, let's start with the first thing. Share your experience. Share your experience so far. I want somebody to talk. I would ask you to unmute. You have a question, you have challenges you face while on the training. The lecturer is not doing well. Anything. So just raise your hands and let me know so we can. I would allow you to speak. Okay, yeah, Jude. Is it Judy? Steven, you can unmute and speak. Okay, Ruben is next. So Steven, go ahead. You can unmute.
Yes. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes, this is Judy Stephen.
Okay.
So, for the feedback for the classes, I think this is the fourth class, and it has really been awesome. Sincerely, Mr. Sani has really been good. He has been carrying everybody along. In fact, I used to be sometimes surprised because I've gone through some other online classes, and sincerely, he's just exceptional. Like, sometimes I begin to wonder, like, how does he cope with all of these things? But he has a lot of patience, and he's a good tutor, and he has really been doing very, very well. Before now, I thought Excel was actually difficult, but with him, sincerely, it is very, very easy. And I'm flowing very well. And I can assure you that for the past 4 weeks now, I've been doing very fine. Even me, I'm so amazed at how fast I am learning. But I think it's because we really have a good tutor. Thank you very, very much. Thanks to the digital world. Thank you, sir.
All right. So Judy, this is what you would do. All this is you have said, you put it in a
Yeah.
you put it in a 30 seconds video, eh? And
Okay.
you, right? So this amazing testimony you have just said, put it in a 30 seconds video and send it to the group. I have a special I have something for you. Everybody that is doing the 30 seconds review, we're giving, I'm going to mention that towards the end, but put it in a 30 seconds, exactly what you said now. Mention digital world, mention your lecturer, your tutor, Mr. Akim Sonny, right?
Okay, sir.
Thank you very much for that. Ruben.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, let me have you, Ruben.
All right. Good evening, sir.
Yeah.
Good evening, everyone. I think Jude, we need to. Is it Jude? We need to connect. All right, sir. Actually, my experience here so far has been wholesome. In fact, just like she said, the tutor is so exceptional. Presently now, I am running like 4 classes online, and basically they are all data analytics class, which has to do with Excel. And in all these classes, I want to say that he is so different. He's so different. You know, it is this class that is actually giving me back on, because all those ones, other ones, most times when I go there, before you know, the tutor will just rush. In fact, most of the times I don't really get what they are doing. It's after I practice, but it's like this is one I don't know. Probably because there's already giving us videos to watch and all of that. I have never been stranded in any of his class, or even after. I've been following everything um, into the. He's so exceptional. He's so exceptional. To be frank, he's doing well. He's a good tutor. He's the best so far among those ones that I've experienced.
Right. Thank you very much.
And I think the only challenge I have is like last class I was not around because on Sunday sometimes because of engagement, so the time is not flexible because of election and all of that. I was so tired, so I slept over. I could not wake up. So I think that is all the challenge I've had so far.
Okay, so we are thinking of doing something about that. So quite a number of people have complained that they are not able to meet up with the Sunday classes. So we are thinking of making a weekday available for you guys for a makeup class, sometimes in the evening on a weekday. But we have not concluded on that. By the time we conclude on that, we'll get back to you on it. All right. Engineer Oluwatosin.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Uh, Happy Sunday to everybody.
Yeah.
Please, today actually is my first class,
Okay.
and what Mr. Sonny has done. Uh, I've been an academia. He's a top notch. As in for him to able to carry everybody along on his Zoom, which personally have been struggling with in my experience, and at the same time as he's taking the class, he was keeping an eye on the chat section to know the question people are asking per time, and which I really give kudos to him. And though being my first class, I really enjoy it, and I believe my subsequent class will it will be a great experience. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. John. Okay. Uh, John Bosco. John Bosco.
Yes, good evening, sir.
Yeah. Good evening.
And good evening, everybody.
Yeah.
Yes, I want to add my voice to the eloquent testimony that I've been pouring in. Yes, like engineer Oluwatosin has just said, this is my first time in the class. I'm making my debut, you know. But then, from what we have seen so far, I was actually I participated in the class, where we were told about this paid class.
Okay.
That was where I picked interest because of the teaching prowess of our tutor. And I believed from what I experienced that day that the class was going to be quite participatory, and then he has the capacity to carry people along. And then that is what we have seen now. The little challenge we have, or I have personally, is some of the terms, some of the terminologies that, although I'm beginning to, wrap my head again around them, but I think that is because
You are
we
just
started just today.
Yeah.
Yes, assuming I have been following for the past 4 weeks.
Yeah.
I think, but I still believe by the time I go through those
The
videos
recorded
like he has
videos
promised.
and come to the class.
Yes, I think I will. I'm following. I'm following. The speed of following is top notch. I give him kudos.
All right, that's nice. That's nice. Okay, so let's move to the next. I saw one other person. Let me allow the last person to speak. The last person. There's this lady. Was it a lady or a guy? You just raised your hands now. Not Grace. Before Grace, someone else raised their hand. Raise again. Let me see you. Yes.
Good evening.
Rashidat. So
Your
Rashidat,
Grace is speaking now.
then Grace will be the last person. Rashidat,
Okay.
Grace will be the last person. Rashidat, go ahead. Rashidat, are you not there? Rashidat Balogun. Olayinka. Okay, Grace, go ahead. Rashidat is not responding.
Yeah, good evening, all.
Good evening.
I think for me, I had problem with Excel and I registered for data analysis class, which is even live. And somehow there were a lot of jumpings here and there. Then I registered for this and I had to get 2 laptops. As I'm watching the videos, I'm actually practicalizing on the second laptop. And somehow within a week, I was able to pick up a lot of things. But one thing that thrilled me about my teacher, Mr. Akin, is the unwinding. You just see my big hair, see me and myself. I was so relaxed and I enjoyed the class. And now I can confidently say I can actually do more of these things that we have planned. So thank you very much. Advance my day.
All right. That's really good. So at Digital World, just like you have just experienced with Mr. Akim, we have other experts like himself. And these experts were carefully chosen by myself, right? So these guys are, please close that door. So these guys are people that we have worked with together for a number of years, and we have taught different ICT skills on different platforms, and we have done a whole lot of things. We have worked on projects together, and we have built a whole lot of different stuff together. And all these guys that are very good at what they do have now come together to be able to. So we are not just teaching people. We also accept projects from people to do. So projects from web design projects, we build mobile apps. We do stuff like helping people with their datas, cleaning their datas, and a whole lot of that. We also do trainings. We go to people's offices and help them with trainings, right? So, yeah, somebody saying he even knows the students. Yes, yes, that's very important. So all these things you see him doing are the standard of the institute, right? And what I'm bringing to you guys today is I'm introducing our full data analysis course, right? So we are going to be doing, so I have two packages for you guys, right? Two packages. So I know that you are still on the training. Some of you are still coming up, but then we have decided to start a full data analysis training where it's going to contain Excel, Power BI, and SQL. So you're going to be learning how to do everything about data cleaning, data visualization, and everything about data in this course. So it's a full data analysis course. And for all the students in this class, you have you're going to have access to it at a very minimal price. So the actual price for the data analysis full course is 75,000 naira, but Mr. Kim is going to be giving you guys a discount. So this is the first time I'm mentioning that we're starting full data analysis course, and subsequently he would communicate with you guys about. He's one of the lecturers in the data analysis course. He's not going to be taking the only one taking it, but then he's one of the people that is also going to be there. So what you are doing now is very, very, very important. But you see, the next level to what you are doing now is the full package of data analysis. Or those of you that are still beginners, you're not really looking at the next level of data analysis. You're looking at, we have another course for you. So we're bringing in the second course where I'm talking about is the ICT fundamentals, right? The office productivity. So in this course, we're going to be teaching you guys everything about Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Access, and Publisher. So we're going to take those. So we're going to also talk about operating systems. We're going to talk about G Suite. So all the G Suite packages. So then we're also going to talk about productivity as a IT support. So some of you work in offices. What are the basic things that an IT support person is supposed to know? All these things we are going to put them inside of the ICT fundamentals course. So everybody here has an option. So I would strongly advise you can either go for the ICT fundamentals course, or you can go for the full package data analysis course. So the full package data analysis course is 75,000 naira. We're not paying 75,000 naira because we're going to give you a discount. Then the full package ICT fundamentals, right, is 15,000 naira. It's 15,000 naira, and everybody on this class we're giving you for just 10,000 naira. That's for the ICT fundamentals. So everything about the ICT fundamentals you're going to learn that. So the next thing I want to talk about is 75,000. Then the price that they are paying. Yes, I'm still thinking. Right? So but you are going to give them a discount. Give them a discount. All right.
All right. You guys don't trust me. You should trust me now. I will give you a discount. That is so sure.
All right. So the next thing I want to talk about is
Sorry, what about data analysis? You've not mentioned the price for data analysis.
So the actual price is 75,000. But
what about discounts?
Now, this is what I want to do. Listen to me. Those of you that are giving us the review, so the review is not compulsory. It's just a way to appreciate us. We're going to be doing this class we are doing now. We are starting a new batch by next month, a full new batch by next month. So we want to use the review videos, right? In some, we're not going to use it for ads, but we're going to put it on some of our groups and all that. So those of you, we just need a 30 seconds video. So go to the group, post a 30 seconds video. Once you post a 30 seconds video, I'm going to give you half of the price for the data analysis. And for the ICT fundamentals, you're going to pay just 10,000 naira. Right? For those people, that is for the people that drop the 30 seconds, the 30 seconds video. Now, this is the thing. Whether you are interested in the data analysis and the ICT fundamentals or not, it does not stop this training you are doing right now. And whether you are interested or not, you can still give us a review. We just need just a form of showing us appreciation. What we are doing here now is you would believe is worth more than 3,000 naira that you paid, but then just giving us just 30 seconds video. I really love the first person that spoke, Judy Steven. I really love the things she said. So just something like that, put it in a 30 seconds video and send it to us, and you might just be changing our lives forever. So there are a lot of contracts we have gotten just by these ads that we're doing. It's not really about this class, right? It's about the other things that come with this class. And that's why we are very passionate about it. And we always want to give you guys the best. All right. Does anybody have any question about what I've just said now? The few things I've said now. If you have a question, John Bosco, do you have a question, or was it your hands being raised at that time? Okay, Grace, go ahead.
Yeah, mine is not really a question, but maybe an addition. I actually joined this class for a business analysis class.
Okay.
To be able to build myself a business analysis, and I don't know if you have a plan concerning that.
Okay.
Business analysis.
Grace,
Yes.
are you the one that called?
Yes, sir.
Are you the one that called?
Yes, sir.
You called
Yes,
me,
sir.
right? Yes, you are coming up.
Yes, sir.
Like before the end of this month, I'll give you feedback about this, please, for the business analysis.
All right. Yes, sir. I'm interested in that. Yeah.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Rashidat.
Yeah, hello, sir.
Yeah.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, Mr. Stony, and I've forgotten your name. Sorry.
My name is Lex. Lex.
Yeah, okay. I'm about to put in for a data analysis class. Then I saw the advert of your as a company. So I was just like, let me just dabble into it and see how it goes. But I'm well convinced. I think I'm going to buy into the data analysis class for your company, and I hope it will go well. I hope so. I hope so.
You go well. You don't have to.
Because I don't want a situation where I will pay and I won't get fulfillment for my payment. Because I wanted to buy into another company. They've even emailed me, and it's just I'm about paying in. So if you convince me, well, I don't mind buying into it. So thank you.
Let me ask you a question, Mrs. Rashidat or Miss.
Yes, please.
Please, have you gotten value so far? This is not your first class. You know, I know you.
I don't know anything about data analysis, so I wouldn't say maybe you do well or not. But I have a friend that has a class that she is attending, and she was just like, she's not really getting fulfillment from it, that she will advise me to just do an Excel class before coming for data analysis.
Okay, so you have, okay, you have nothing to worry about. So let me just tell you a few things about myself. Right?
Yeah.
So I have been working in this space for 7 years now. 7 years. So in 7 years, I have been teaching different skills for 7 years, even before. So we started Digital World in 2018, and between 2018 and now, we have taught quite a whole lot of people, right? So for us saying that we are coming up with data analysis now, the value is more than, at the end of that program, right? So when it comes to any skill, there are 3 parts of a skill. And this is what we have achieved now in digital world. There are 3 parts of any skill. The first part is learning the skill. The second part is learning how to sell the skill. How do you package yourself for the skill? And
Sell yourself.
learning where to sell the skill. Are you getting me now?
Yes, sir.
So what we have done is we are trying to give value for learning the skill, learning how to sell it, and learning where to sell it. So you really have nothing to worry about.
All right, sir.
I will personally monitor the progress of your training.
No problem. Thank you.
All right. Any other person? Yes. Stephen, Judy.
Yes. Sorry, sir. I have a question.
Go ahead.
You've mentioned 3 parts of a skill, and I have a concern.
Yeah.
After the training, is it possible that you guys can just help some of us, like job links that are connecting to data analysis, so we can
Yes. Well, there is a class for that. There is the last class of all our courses. The last class is all about how to package your CVs, the kind of jobs you can get, how to get those jobs. And sorry to say this, I know some people get angry. And those of you that are in Lagos, we would also give you some direct contacts of in person, like you want to work in a physical location, you want to work in an office, right? We would also give you some direct contacts. But those of you that are not in Lagos, we're going to teach you all the whole process and point you to online jobs that are available for the skill you learned.
It's all right. Thank you, sir.
Where are you located?
I'm in Lagos.
Great. All right. Any other person? Another person? Okay. I think nobody else has a question on what I just talked about. That's fine. So I would leave now. Mr. Kim would end the meeting. All right. So he's gonna end the meeting anytime from now. If you have any questions, just drop it in the group. I'm also in the group. I see all the things, all your conversations on your group.
There's a question in the chat box. I asked do you handle data science?
Yes, for data science, you can send a message to any of the admins in the group. We can talk about that. But the course we are starting now is actually data analysis. So there's a slight difference between. So you can do the data analysis class. Is that what? Yeah. So you can join this class we want to hold now, and so just send Mr. Kim a message so he would explain to you. Any other question? Another question?
No problem.
Does any other person have a question? Okay. So in the absence of any other question, this meeting is going to come to an end now. Thank you very much.
I have a question, please. When is the class starting for data analytics?
Next week.
Okay, all right. And how much is the fee?
So the fee is 75,000 naira. But if you drop a review video, we would give you for half of the price.
Review video about
this class. 30 seconds.
All right.
About this class.
Okay.
But that's not available. Please don't refer any other person to come and do review, and that's only available to people that are in this class that paid for this ultimate Excel bundle. So it is not the 50% discount is only for people in this class. Please don't go and refer your friend that I paid for data analysis somewhere and this is how much I paid. We will not accept the person. So the two condition is you must have paid for this ultimate Excel bundle, and the second condition is that you should drop a 30 seconds review video. And I also said that the 30 seconds review video is not limited. Even if you're not interested in that class, you should somebody said please give everyone the same price. No, we cannot give everyone the same price. You paid to be here and you have been sacrificing your time to be here, right? So those are coming from outside, are not part. that are not current students of digital world cannot pay the same price with you. All right.
I think this person is talking about those that will drop review and those that will not drop review.
No.
Is that the question?
Reviews. It's not hard to drop a 30 seconds review now. So please, thank you very much, everyone. If you are going to drop that 30 seconds review, let me see your hands. Raise your hands. Let me know that there are people that okay. Judy says she will drop it. Yes. Okay. John Bosco. Yes. Oh, wow. They love us here. All right. Thank you very much, everyone. It's been so nice hanging out with you guys. I can see a whole lot of you guys raising your hands. Thank you very, very much. And if you have any questions, if at any point in time, any course you are doing with digital world, you do not get value, just reach out to me directly. My name is Lex Olowo. My number, I'm also on that group as one of the admins. Thank you very much, everyone. And call the meeting to an end now. Okay, somebody say, okay. Please send us the Excel file to practice with. Okay. Mr. Hakim is going to do that. All right. Thank you very much, everyone. And the meeting is going to come to an end now. So we'll continue the conversation in the group. So your videos can start coming in by tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Where is Fatima? This Fatima that just messaged me now. She said she can do only audio review. Where is she? Just chat me up later. I'll talk about that later. Do you get?
All right. Thank you very much,
I'll
everyone.
drop everything in the group tonight.
All right. Thank you.